You a vlogger, facing over. You a queen, wanna less than I'm a gozy. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Hey, hey, hey. Girl, you're such a powerful woman.
Hi my ninjas, how are you doing? It's your girl Owamie aka Miss Fia Focal, reporting back for our entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, I most definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you. Now obviously if it's your first time joining me, please do join the ninjas. Like, just subscribe. It's absolutely for free. You are going to enjoy this channel, especially because I'm gonna be back hands on. Okay, as you guys know, I did get a new editor, so I'm living the life right now. Like, I'm literally living the life. Absolutely love it. And I do want to actually acknowledge, guys, I do have to acknowledge Ayanda Regala 3947. Like, she gives me almost every video, so I do have the thanks button where you can click and you can obviously just, you know, gift me or donate to the channel, which I really honestly truly do highly appreciate, guys. Like, being a content creator and you do not sell, you know, it's not the easiest. So I'm really super grateful. If you also want to go ahead and gift me, just use the thanks button. The option is there. I really do appreciate. And I do have to say, Ayanda, I've been seeing you, mama. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for loving me in that kind of a way. But anyway, ninjas, today I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys something that has been happening behind the scene. Yeah, disclaimer: if you are somebody that is using your own data, your phone, your fingers, and clicking on this video whilst you can see the title, just to say, "Oh, we're tired. Oh, move on." Just, you should move on with your fingers. Just click off this video before anything, because if you know nje uyakwata BP yako, your BP gets high, like bona, just click out right now before your BP goes up, because I don't have time for your nonsense. But anyway, today I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys something that has been happening behind the scenes. I really was like, I'm also just so disappointed the fact that, like, literally years later, I still have to deal with this guy. I still have to deal with big guy. Like, I still cannot believe it. Like, guys, if you do not learn from my mistakes, I do not know. I don't think you're going to get someone that is as honest as me on the internet, that will tell you like this and this and this and this and that. If you choose to sit there and say, you know, this and this can never happen to me, instead of listening with your ears and taking advice of what and what you should not do, learning from my mistakes, I don't know, you'll just be wasting your data, Shem, because I literally give you guys advice and I tell you things that are happening. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually like start this from the very beginning. For some of you guys that do not know, I was once married, guys, to this guy that is called Big Guy, or rather Ntlanhla Hector Hlongwane. Let me go ahead and say his name as well. I need to also say mine. So anyway, when the time of divorce came, the reason why we divorced is because he cheated on me. Okay, I think that I should go ahead and emphasize this. I was with this guy. We did live our lives. It wasn't perfect, but no one had ever cheated. You understand? He cheated on me. I found out April of 2020 during lockdown, and December of 2020, that's when I moved out, right? Sharp. So obviously, he knew that the thing that broke our marriage was the fact that he started cheating on me. And he didn't cheat with one girl. He didn't cheat with two. He didn't only cheat with three, okay? When I found out like a group of girls that he was proposing. So for me, whether if those girls were rejecting you or whatever, I don't care. I do consider it as you were cheating on me, because if they did accept your advances, you would have cheated. So the fact that they were rejecting you, it says a lot about you. But anyway, as Kolapo. But the fact that you were proposing them, to me, every single proposal that you did, you cheated on me. Because you wanted to, and they just were refusing, most of them. Anyway, but anyway, When I found out, that was when I decided, you know what, I'm going to actually divorce this guy and keep it moving with my life. Now, when the divorce was actually happening, I do remember that I told you guys, you know, at first he blocked me. You know, he didn't want any communication with me. First of all, the reason why I feel like he was blocking me with the number, the number that I was using when I was still in Free State, it was because I was asking for my money back. The guy owes me a lot of money. Even to today, he owes me a lot of money. I just decided to say, you know what, let me just leave it to God and keep it moving with my life, because at the end of the day, anytime I would try to talk to this guy, he would just block me. And I still needed the divorce from him because we were legally married, and we were married in community of property, which is one of the worst decisions that you can ever make, especially if you are a woman that works for herself and you make your own money. You understand what I'm saying? Like, one of the worst, right? I wouldn't advise, I wouldn't shame. But anyway, let's go ahead and keep it moving. So 2021, that was when I think it was like March. Yes, it was March. That was when I actually had to get, literally, it was the time that I was in Cape Town with Lebu, and I had to get her younger sister's phone, I think, yeah, to contact him because he had blocked me. I had not gotten new numbers yet. And I was like, listen, can we please start the proceedings with the divorce? You know, we need to serve and stuff like that. I don't want us to fight. Literally, I'm the one that got cheated on, but I was still the one that was trying to say, let's have peace, right? Because I have to summarize, guys, because this has been happening for a while. Things have happened. But anyway, you know, first of all, obviously, even when I spoke to him about that, he didn't really want to respond. Any number that I tried to contact him, he would just want to block me. It was so difficult to get a divorce from this guy. First of all, guys, right, I bought land. I should go ahead and say because it was my money. My money. I bought land in Friede, so that we could be able to build a house. We even had a house plan. When I found out that we were about to build, right? Sharp. The land that was bought with my money, which I paid for, it was under his name. Because remember, we're in Friede, that is his hometown. And I'm like, you know, he's the head of the house. I was like that wife that was very much, I always wanted everyone to look at my husband at the time as someone that, you know, I feel like that's what every good wife does anyway. We try our best to make sure that our husbands are seen in a better light than what they even are, right? Sharp. So I saw that, you know what, if I said I want the land sold and you know, get half and stuff like that, first of all, I personally felt like I would be greedy, because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna use the land. So I'm like, okay, I know his situation at home. Maybe he might actually use the land to build and he can stay there. So I still had a wound in me, guys. Like, okay, you know what, I don't want to destroy you. Like, literally, I didn't want to destroy him. I didn't want to. I just wanted him to sign the divorce and we are done. So with the land, I left him, right? Mind you, I bought it. I left him the land. I told him, I'm not going to take a cent from your pension fund, because he was working for the government. Yes, he did have a pension fund. I was still entitled to 50% of that, but I said, no, let me go ahead and let it go. What else? The car. 2020, when I found out that he started cheating, he was cheating with what? My car. So I honestly just felt, let me go ahead and get another car so that I can start preparing my exit, right? Because I prepared for my exit whilst I was still with him. And then, you know, he would drive his car, which is the Peugeot, the first one that we bought. I was driving a Kia Cerato. So sharp. When it was divorce time, guys, obviously, the car, I was like, you know what? It's okay. You know, I'm going to give you the car, because anyway, when I came this side, I came with this Cerato. I didn't come with the Peugeot or the Peugeot, right? Sharp. So what happened was that during the time of the divorces, I'm saying, like, guys, it was so difficult. I had to now get a lawyer. And then the lawyer had to be the ones that started now communicating with him. At first, he didn't have a lawyer. And then after that, when we were about to get to the stages of having to finalize everything, he got a lawyer to contest. There was a lot. I remember the time of the contestation, whatever it was, September of 2021. It was a lot, you know. But anyway, I remember there was a time that big guy actually said that if you do not give me the papers of the car, Because remember, the car was under my name because it was my car. If you do not give me the papers of the car, I'm not going to sign anything. So this was the time that we were about to go to the final stages, right? Wherein my lawyer actually said to me, hey, he said that he wants the papers of the Peugeot. If you can give him those, he's going to sign so that obviously the divorce can now, it's sort of like, I think it's an agreement that if you have that, you can go to court, and now the judge will see that, okay, these two are in peace of the fact that they want a divorce. There's no fighting of anything. And then after that, everything is done. Literally, he even wanted the car to be stipulated in that agreement that he's going to get the Peugeot. I didn't have a problem with that, guys. I remember I took the papers from the lawyer. I drove to Friede. When I drove to Friede, I went there with my papers. So I went with a copy of my ID that was certified, the actual papers of the car. I even did an affidavit that was saying that I am actually giving him the car, so he has a right to can change the ownership of the car. He got those papers, and then he signed the paper that was that agreement. And then after that, I left, right? Sharp. That was in 2021. 2022, I now go to renew my disc, right? The disc for my X-Trail. When I get there, guys, they're like, no, there's a car that's blocking you. You cannot renew unless if you actually pay for both the cars. And I remember I even spoke about it. Like, I was just like, what? Like, what is happening? Like, why would you fight for a car in a divorce and then you end up not actually like taking the car and changing the ownership of the car? But I had already heard that guy was going through some problems and he had sold the car because he failed to maintain the car, right? Including the land that I left him sold. Sharp. So, okay. I basically just, at that time I had to pay. I paid, I think it was like 800 and something for his car. I paid for my car, and then I had to make sure that obviously everything is going through so that I could get the disc to my X-Trail, right? Sharp. I did end up calling like I would say a common friend, someone that we used to be friends with, and I explained the story. I think they spoke to him, and then that's when he decided to send me back the money, which he did reimburse me, and I was really grateful for that. And then he said that he was going to go to those guys that he sold the car to so that they actually changed the ownership of the car. Now, mind you guys, in 2022, when I had to renew the car, I was asking him, like, bruh, why would you sell the car without changing the ownership of the car? You know it's your car. You fought for it in divorce. You won it, right? Like, he literally had sort of like a gun to my head. I won't sign unless you give me the car, or I won't sign unless you give me the papers of the car. I literally went with what you wanted. I gave you the car, I gave you the papers and everything. Why would you now not change the car to you? It makes no sense, right? But anyway, he says that no, he's gonna go there because first of all, I don't even know where he sold the car to, right? Sharp. But what I also did was that just in case, I did go to Tembisa, the traffic department, and then I asked them to say, hey, I want to scrap this car off my name, and they gave me a pink form. I remember this. I filled in the pink form and I gave it to them. That was in 2022. So sharp. Let's fast forward to now. Last year, you guys do remember that February, March, April, I was very sick. It was the time that I was in active anemia, and I'm saying active anemia because my anemia was like, I was so anemic, guys. You guys remember I even had to get admitted and stuff like that. I was really sick, so I was dealing with a lot health wise, which I'm great now, thank God. And so basically what happened was that, guys, when I was still married with to Big Guy was the one that always did the car disc and everything. And mind you, when I got my first car, I was already with Big Guy. So throughout the years, I never would go to traffic department to do anything. He would be the one that actually goes there, which is why I feel like even now I'm still struggling with that because it's something that I've never had to do for years. You understand what I'm saying? So last year, I literally forgot to renew my disc, guys. Like last year, actually, because remember, I got the disc 2021. That was 2021 April, if I'm not mistaken. No, March. But then it expired 2022 April. So year 2023, no, it expired 2023. Yes, it expired 2023 April, right? So from April, I I drove all the way to November, and I'd never get stopped. So it was literally just out of my mind, guys. I didn't think about it. And then November, that was when I was driving, and then on the road, they stopped me and they're like, your disc has been expired since April. Guys, it was when I was like waking up like, damn, like I forgot. Like I literally forgot, right? Sharp. Anyway, I decided that, okay, you know what, I'm gonna go to the traffic department. I really just didn't have time. There was a lot that was going on, so I drove with that car up until last month, which is January, if I'm not mistaken. If I think it was, yeah, I think it was January. Yes, it was January. So January, you guys know, I did go home. I did go to vendor. So I was like, you know what, let me go to the traffic department so that I can just fix this disc, because I don't have a choice right now. I need to go and fix it sharp. I get there, guys, and I'm like, okay. I knew, obviously, because it had accumulated a lot of what do they call this, fines, in terms of when you renew late, they do add like I don't know what they call it, this man, like interest on top. So I knew that it was gonna be a lot of interest, and I'm like, yo, I'm sure maybe I'm gonna pay my 2 point something. And I was like, yo, you know, that's a lot of money. Please tell me why when I got there, guys, to renew my X-Trail, they tell me there's a car blocking your car. Which car is blocking my car? It's the Peugeot. Kikolia big guy, guys. How much is that car owing? 1,800 rands. How much is mine owing? 2,000 something. So how much did I end up paying that day? I spent about 4,000 rands just to get my disc because of big guy's car. I don't mind the 2,000 of my car, but why should I now be paying the 1.8 yeah, big guy? What did I do? I call him, you know, and I had to literally get Lebu's phone to call him, because guess what? I'm blocked. So I'm calling him like, bro, like, what's going on with your car? You said that you were going to fix the car. The guy is telling me it's actually not my problem. How is it not your problem? Because it's your car. It's your car. You fought for it, got divorced. You got the car. But how I even know that this guy is doing this just to try and frustrate me is because, guys, big guy is someone that has always been on top of stuff. I'm telling you, I know him. He's someone that has always been on top of that, especially when it comes to like the admin stuff. Big guy was the one that would fill forms for every single thing. I would only get there by signing something. Literally, even the time that he would go to renew the car, he would go and get the papers, and then he would fill in everything. That guy knew my ID card because he was the one that filled in every single document. You understand? I would only he would bring me the papers, I would sign, and he would go back and submit, and everything is done. So please tell me what would have been so difficult for him to just go there and do that. And mind you, guys, Friday is like this big. It's like a shoebox. That's how small it is. People there don't even have cars. A lot of them don't have cars. And I'm not even trying to jab or anything. A lot of people there don't even have cars. The traffic department does not get crazy full like here. So he had the opportunity. He had the time. He could have gone there and changed the ownership before he sold the car. Or he would have made sure that, you know what, since I know that this car is not under my name and I'm selling it to the next person, I'm going to make sure that they're changing the ownership before they actually take the car. Because you don't want those what do they call this, like all those fines can go to the next person, who is me. So I know that he's literally doing this intentionally. It's so frustrating on the fact that I'm trying to show you guys that I'm not saying that this guy's a narcissist, but he literally shows narcissistic behavior. He claims that he doesn't want to talk to me, which, great. I even told him, because in the phone call, it's like, I really don't even want to be talking to you. I'm like, bro, who wants to talk to you? For years, I never called this guy and say I'm greeting or anything. I never do. I only call him if it's pertaining important matters that are affecting me, literally. Do you get? And how am I going to be paying almost 2,000 rands for Indota Yomuntu? A man that came online, guys, claiming that he's very rich, he's a businessman or whatever, he has businesses and stuff, but Utlule 1,800 that you know that you're supposed to pay me, because it was 1,700 and something, almost 1,800, literally. Do you get? And so now what I've found out, I don't know what happened, go Tembisa traffic department, why they did not actually pull the car or whatever. But one thing that I can tell you guys is that he is the one that is responsible for the car, because it is his car that he won, got divorced. So anything that happens with that car, as long as it's not out of my name, it still has to go to him. The other part again that I feel is pissing me off is the fact that this guy has compromised me, which means when he gave this guy the car, there's no way that you're going to buy a car and you don't want the particulars of the original of the owner, which means the documents that I gave big guy, the affidavit, my ID, a copy of my ID and everything. I think even my address, my old address was even there. I think it means that he passed that information to the next person. And I am a public figure. Whether you want to admit it or not, I'm a public figure. So my information needs to be protected. Like, why are you putting my details out there, putting my life in danger like that? Those are my personal details. That's my ID. That's my personal information. Why would you do that if you're not a narcissist? If you're not someone that literally is just trying to frustrate me? So at this point, guys, he said, no, I'm going to go and talk to them. I'm going to get back to you. It has been over 2 weeks now. I think we're going to 3 weeks. So I've decided, you know what, let me go ahead and just take legal action. I'm not going to say how I'm going to deal with this situation, but I'm definitely going to deal with it legally. Because first of all, I'm really, really tired of Big Guy. This guy, if there's anything that you guys do not know, is the fact that Big Guy actually goes to people that if I have a disagreement with someone online, he goes to that person and wants to give an exclusive or offers to send voice notes talking about whatever and whatever. I have scoop for her. Literally, this nigga has not seen my face in over 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. The last day that he actually saw my face was the day that he actually had to sign the papers. The day I handed him the car papers. He has never seen my face. He does not even know me. Like, you cannot claim that you know me from, like, you know, the year 2020. And then, obviously, he has to cook up lies and everything because he tried to destroy me and he failed. You guys remember, see that girl? He tried and he failed because my God is not a child. So now, I guess that he's planning on, he's gonna frustrate me with this car and everything. But one thing that he does not know is that, no, definitely at this time, guys, I am tired. I'm going to take legal action because I can and I can afford to do that, you know. So I'm going to definitely do it. The reason why I'm even talking about this is because I know how he is. The moment that he gets served of anything, you will hear some stupid exclusive voice note, this and this. No, you might as well just hear it from me. And I will definitely do what I need to do at my sweet time. You know, I will do what I need to do because I am tired of Big Guy. Please tell me, like, something that is so simple. Why did you sell the car when you did not change the ownership? And if that is the case, guys, I'm just so lucky of the fact that at least that car, what I suspect is that the car has been scrapped. I think that they bought it to use it as a scrap because when it was bought, it was a non-runner. That car was stuck for months. That's why I even ended up selling it because the car was not running. And how I know is because the guy that used to fix the car, his name is Cliff, he's the one that even told me that the guy has been here for months, you know. The time that I went to save him the last time, I did drive past Cliff, and then as I was driving, because I had to go to his school, he was still teaching Evungwin, so I had to go up, and as I'm going high, I see my car over there because it's my car, guys. I just had to obviously give him because I wanted the divorce. I didn't want to fight with him. I see the car, so I'm like, how? I reversed. I'm like, Cliff, what's going on with the car? He's like, no, the car has been stuck here for months. So I suspect that he sold the car for scrap. So I'm just lucky of the fact that at least the car was not on the road accumulating tickets because it didn't have a single ticket. But because of it was expired the same time my car was expired, it also accumulated the same interest. And now I had to fork off almost 4,000 rands just to renew my car because Big Guy refuses to go to the people that he actually sold the car to. I can't go to them because I don't know them. And the other thing again, guys, is that when I have to go, because from what I found out is that when you have to go and basically I don't know what they call it, but to have the car removed under my name, which I have to do now, I am forced to do that. You pay for that. So it's more money that I have to fork out. Where else Big Guy could have paid, because when you change ownership, there's a certain amount that you pay. He did not want to pay that. So he just chose to say, I'm going to sell this, whether you guys change this or not. Literally, this guy has told me that this is not my problem anymore. How is it not your problem? It's like, I sold the car, so it's not my problem anymore. Guys, I've seen it, Shem, but I won't lie. For someone to can sit there and expect me to not be pissed, Kupaun Rumele 2000, Kupaun Rumele 1.8, so that the 1.8 can come from you, because I'm not prepared to be spending 1,800 on someone's man. not even my man I'm spending there. Not anymore. I've woken up now, you know. So I'm not going to do that. So basically, I just wanted to tell you guys that I will be taking illegal action because I am tired. Honestly, I am really honestly tired. And this is simply just on principle. This is simply just on principle of the fact that, like, why are you doing something like this? That's the part that I really honestly do not understand. Because young Joel, Ubi guy, young Joel, not only does he come online to lie, that guy lies. Actually, maybe I should start calling him big girl because he lies even more than a woman. You understand? He has tried all his effort, all his might. There's this other lady that I was so shocked, guys, to come across that lady's video here on YouTube. I don't know if some of you guys have actually come across her video. So she and I, a very long time ago, I think it was even in 2021 or something, I had even forgotten about her. We had sort of like a disagreement, I should say. She was talking about how, I think she was talking about how when you film with a man, he will not cheat on you or something like that. And I commented to say, listen, they cheat even when you have a vlogging channel with them. And I know it has happened with me. It has happened to many, many people. How many men are cheating and they literally have their wives as the profile picture, but as a collab. So anyway, we just agreed to disagree because now I was like, I'm not about to enter any, you know, TikTok doesn't pay me. So what is my business there? Anyway, what happens? I come across this woman's video and this woman is saying that after that whole ordeal, Big Guy literally contacted her. Mind you, this is something that happened on TikTok, not on YouTube. On TikTok, Big Guy contacted her and was telling her how she can be his voice. He can send her audios about me, and that lady said I refused, and I wouldn't even put it past, because what happened the time that I had that disagreement with Promise? He went and made sure that they're in the interview. So this is a type of person that he refuses to let go. I don't know why. Because you are the one that cheated. You are the one. You can't be mad at me for leaving you because you're a cheater. There's no way. But the way that he acts, guys, I feel like he's now just getting out of pocket. Like he's been in pocket for the longest time. Now Utaluk jump and he's starting to jump up too high. So let me make sure that I actually do. That Avanza he's driving, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, because I'm not gonna just go after him for 1,800. No, then it means I must build a proper case, because I'm gonna spend money. I should get my money back. Maybe he should go to court and start telling them, at the age of 16, where was he in my life where I went and I had an illegal abortion that damaged my womb? He should go there with the medical records of my gynecologist, literally, and then let him go there and actually do it, because I never wanted to do this. I never did. I wanted him to just let him just live his life over there, far away from me. Do you get? But the way that he's doing, guys, first of all, it's now affecting my money, and we are not about to play with money, Kaloku. That's the first thing. Second of all, I feel like his disrespect is just getting too much. I have told him to say, listen, I have no feelings for you whatsoever. 0, 0, 0. I have no love, no hate. He is just a human being that is there that I don't care about. But when it comes to my money, of course my emotions are gonna be there. I was really literally just so pissed, guys, when I had to pay almost 4,000 rands, all because Big Guy refuses to do what is right and go to those people, take the papers, and literally force them to either change the ownership or actually change the ownership to him, because the car belongs to him. Then after that, he can go ahead and scrap it. If you're someone that just did not want to ever deal with me, you wouldn't do things that would make you still deal with me. You wouldn't. That's why when you wanted the car, I gave. The land I gave without you even asking. The pension fund, I was like, take everything, just sign here, because I didn't want anything that was gonna link me with him. But now this nigga, literally, this is the thing that he's actually doing right now. And the other thing again that I can tell you guys, be very careful with the lawyers that you get for divorce. I got shitty lawyers, like I don't even want to lie. Obviously, you know, you never know, but the law firm that I got, that is why even till today I can never tell you guys who they are, because they are horrible. Horrible. Because my lawyers were supposed to have made sure that this also was done. Like by the time it's finalized, everything is done, because I've never been divorced before. Do you get? So I didn't think that someone would literally stoop this low. But But as my lawyers, I do also feel like they should have already also just looked at it and be like, no, we need to make sure that this is done before we actually stamp and say that everything is actually done. But they did not do that. I'm out here still fucking money for someone that owes me a lot of money, a lot. And when I say a lot, guys, I mean a lot of money. Money that he had promised that he was going to pay me back. Money that I still even have proof of him admitting to. It's really just so frustrating. I don't know if you're someone out there, like, honestly, be very careful. If you're going through a divorce and your ex is having a car that they want or they are winning from the divorce and the car is under your name, please, before the divorce is finalized, make sure that you actually go to the traffic department and see that the car is actually out of your name, because it will affect you. Do you get? It will literally affect you. So stay woke out there, you know, stay woke, honestly. But anyway, ninjas, that's what I just wanted to tell. So please do stay woke, guys. That's what I just wanted to say. Yeah, it's quite frustrating. It honestly just pisses me off more than anything. Like, you cannot cheat on me and still want to abuse me. You cannot cheat on me and still be angry and mad and still do things like this. Do you get? Because even for the fact that I started talking on social media, it was because this guy literally, as I said, I should start actually calling him a woman, lying all over the place with my name. Lying. I would now start getting comments. No, I mean, when I heard this and this and this. Hi, whoa. What's going on? The things that were there in Friede where people couldn't even give me, guys. Like, when I go to buy, they would throw change at me. Because of all the lies that him and his mother had told. So I'm just tired. I'm really honestly tired. So I guess that Ugai and I now will just have to meet with the law, because no, I'm tired, guys. Everything that I'm saying, I'm gonna let go. But this particular one, I just feel like Oyang Joela too much. He really honestly is. He really honestly is. He has time, guys, to go and sit on some podcast for free. For free. Free. Like a dumb cop. And talk lies and talk nonsense. But he has no time to go to where he sold the car, to collect the papers, go to traffic department, change the ownership so that he can be able to scrap the car. If those guys are not doing that, you cannot tell me that he doesn't have the time. If he's able to sit down and gossip like an old woman, he has time to can go and do the changing of everything. He definitely has time. So what is stopping him now? It's because he deliberately did this. He deliberately did this. He knew that this is exactly what he actually wants. Exactly what he wants. Yo, guys, you know, when I think about this, it just pisses me off even a billion times. I don't even want to lie. It really honestly just pisses me off. But anyway, as I said, be very careful. If you are someone that is actually, you know, out there and you're in this situation when you're going through a divorce, the car is under your name, your ex is getting it, please make sure that you fully know that it's actually changed. Sorry, or else when you go to renew your disc, you go through all these problems. Guys, nahana 4,000 in January. 4,000 in January. Meanwhile, the owner of the car is sitting there, he has chowed the money for the car, he has finished. I have to be the one now that is spending my money. No ways. Absolutely not. Because even if he wants me to scrap the car, he should send me the money, because I think they said it's almost 300 rands to go there and do that thing. He should send me that money because it's his car, not my car. Why did you fight for the car if you knew that you couldn't maintain it? Bigger young what he says, when I think about this nonsense that he does. Anyway, I love you guys. Stay blessed. And word of the day, marry people with high IQ. Because a person having a degree does not make them smart. Trust and believe. There are many educated fools out there. I'm telling you, if this person fails in life, you will suffer. Don't even try it. There are many educated fools. A degree does not mean you're smart. A master's does not make you smart. You can be educated and still be a fool at the same time. So you lot need to be very careful out there, hey? Anyway, I love you, ninja. Stay blessed, and I will see you guys in my next upload. Bye, ninjas.